Hi, amazing viewers. Welcome to Christianity over Islam with Shamoun. And on today's amazing debate, Muslims stoned by multiple corrupted Qurans in early Islam. Let's watch this amazing video.
How do you decide which text to read? A huge argument on some of the Islamic channels that I follow is how inconsistent the scripture is in terms of omitted verses. Which book are you going to read? Is it going to have 72 chapters, 66 chapters?
You're talking about Protestant versus Orthodox versus Catholic and Orthodox views of the books that go into the Bible. So, this is no different than disputes within Islam. So both religions are going to have a bunch of people disputing all of these types of things, right? But that has nothing to do with which one's true or false, right? So in other words, that's a problem for any position to say, yeah, but you got people arguing over the number of books, the number of this or that, this hadith is weak. That's a feature of any religion. So why would that be something that's unique to Christianity when any religion will say you have to harmonize the text?
Sure. And I'm just curious on what
Let me add something to that too, Louis, because
go ahead.
You said about the canon. You're talking about canon. Your problem with the Quran is much.
This is the part where this video gets more interesting. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do it to subscribe.
Worse than us, because here you're comparing apples and pineapples. What do I mean? You're talking about a collection of books, the 66 books, 73 books. They're different books written by different people at different times. The Quran supposedly came through one means, Muhammad, but according to your sources, this is now even worse. The companions of Muhammad, this is based on Sahih narrations. This is why we'd have to do justices where I can go through all the hadiths like Sahih Bukhari, volume 6, 509, 510, and you can look into this. Muhammad's own companions could not agree over the context of one book. Remember, 66 books, it's not the same book, same author. Different authors writing different times. 73 books, not the same author, not one book, different books. So it's to be expected that some people are going to dispute some books, whether they're apocryphal or not. But when a book comes through one human means and he teaches it to others, we don't expect them to debate whether this book has X number of chapters or not. For example, you're not going to find Orthodox, Catholic, even a Protestant disagreeing as to Luke having 24 chapters. But according to your sources, Muhammad's companions, Abdullah ibn Masud, Ubay ibn Ka'b, were named as two of the four men that Muhammad said learned the Quran from. They learned the Quran directly, but when they wrote down the Quran, they couldn't agree. Does the Quran have 116 surahs, chapters, or 111? Abdullah ibn Masud said 111. Ubay bin Ka'b said 116. But another man comes, Zayd bin Thabit, and he says 114. Then Uthman ibn Affan, the third caliph, around 650 AD. This is in Sahih Bukhari, volume 6, number 510. He decided to gather up all the Qurans written by Muhammad's companions, because they were so contradictory, burn them, and standardize one Quran, 114 chapters. So my question to you is, how come Muhammad's companions could not agree how many chapters Muhammad recited as part of one book? You shouldn't expect the debate on one book. You're comparing apples and pineapples, friend. To talk about 73 books, not written by one person, it's not one book, written different times, I expect there may be some confusion. I don't expect that if I write a book and I teach all of you the book, and then after I die, you can't even agree what I taught you and how many chapters make up my book. That's actually worse for you.
I see your point.
Welcome back. Hope you've learned from this amazing video. Please do it to like, subscribe, hit up the notification button so that each time we drop our amazing videos you'll be notified. And do it to write in the comment section whatever thing you've learned from this amazing video. As you can see in this video, this Muslim guy was sincere and was ready to learn, because he asked a question that Shamoun always bring different content from the Quran and the Hadith and the Torah, trying to bring so many points to that what does this means or sounds in the Islam. So Shamoun began to tell him this words you are just bringing is just like you are bringing a pineapple to an apple, words joining it together. That the Quran is reading. Why will you be comparing a book written in 6,000 years ago and the book that is written in 5,000 years ago? Quran was written when the Bible has already been written already. So does this thing sound nice to your hearing, that this thing might not be a copyright to you? So Shamoun began to give him so many proof about the Quran, which so many things that was said in the Quran and was not seen in the Hadith. So many things that was written in the Hadith and was not seen in the Quran, and so many things that was written in their own Torah, that is the Old Testament, that is not even written in the Bible. So these are things, if these things can be contradicted in each other, so this to tell you that this Islamic religion is not right, because all these things could not be written upside down, because if they are truly saying the truth, that means the Quran, the Hadith, and the Torah, which they claim is real, must be written the same thing, must be saying the same thing, and not different content inside of it. But you can find out in the Bible, you can see the Bible is not confused. Whatever thing you can see in the King James, in the NIV, same thing you're going to see. So the only pattern you can see in the Bible is English reference, where they'll make it for you to understand. But in the Quran and the Hadith, it's not like that. But neither everything you see there is really confusing, because if you read part of the Quran, they'll tell you that their Allah they are worshiping has one hand, while some part of the Hadith it tell is having two hands, while some part of their prophets who they are serving will tell you all this Quran and the Hadith they are wrong, that their Allah does not have a hand. Does this thing sounds good to someone's hearing, or is this not a confusion that is into the Islam religion? So at the end of this debate, this guy began to find out all these facts about the Quran and the Prophet. These are the main reasons these guys leave Islam, because when they found this truth, they had to leave Islam and come to the Christian. Thanks for watching this amazing video. Please do well to share these videos to your Muslim friends that need to know all this truth that has been said here. Thanks for watching this video.